Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Again, I am come back to deliver my new lecture for class 9 and 10 Business Studies group for English version students in the subject of accounting in the chapter 4, that is the name of capital and revenue transactions. We have already completed the 2 lectures for revenue, capital and revenue transactions. Today's lecture number 3 for capital and revenue transactions. Today I want to discuss about the creative question number 3. But before going to creative question number 3, you have to match the answer of creative question number 2 with me. Please open your accounting copy, that is the homework copy. Now you can take your answer and match the answer with my speech. Okay, my dear students, are you ready to match the solution of creative question number 2? Okay, now I am starting the answer of creative question number 2 from your textbook. Creative question number 2. Requirement A. What is the amount of deferred revenue expenditure? I hope you have completed your homework from the rules and regulations of capital and revenue transactions. That is from the key point of lecture number 1 for the chapter of 4, that is capital and revenue transactions. Okay, now I can go to the answer A. Deferred revenue expenditure. In these creative questions, 2 deferred revenue expenditures are available. Number 1, that is the date of April 1. Business transfer expenses taka 25,000 from Dhanmandi to Motijil. That is business transfer cost taka 25,000. Another deferred revenue expenditure is available in the date of April 15. Research expenses taka 18,000. Now, total amount of deferred revenue expenditure 43,000. Are you agreed with my answer? I think you agreed. The answer of requirement A. Okay, now you can go to the requirement 2B. What is the amount of capital expenditure and revenue expenditure? In requirement B, it has 2 parts. Part 1, capital expenditure. Part 2, revenue expenditure. So at first, I think you have written the amount of capital expenditure. Okay, match the answer with me. Capital expenditure. In the date of April 1, new machine purchased taka 1,60,000. Next on April 5, carries expenses of new machinery purchased taka 7,500. April 7, new machine installation expenses taka 15,000. April 12, new battery and tire purchase for office car taka 25,000. These amounts are related to capital expenditure in the requirement B, part 1. So total amount of capital expenditure is 1,60,000 plus 7,500 plus 15,000 plus 25,000. Totally 2,07,500. Total amount of capital expenditure 2,07,500. 207,500. Dear students, are you agreed with me? I think you agreed in the answer of requirement B, part 1. Okay, requirement B, part 2. Revenue expenditure. Revenue expenditures related item April 2. Stationery purchase taka 3,000. April 10. Repairing expenses of old computer taka 3,000. Only 2 items are related to revenue expenditure in this stem. Total amount of revenue expenditure taka 6,000. I think it is matched with me. Your answer matched with me. Okay. Now match the answer in the requirement C. What is the amount of capital receipt and capital income if the machine bought on April 4 sold for taka 1,95,000? Machine purchased taka 1,60,000 April 4, but its carriage cost of new machine taka 7,500 and April 7 new machine installation expenses taka 15,000. 3 items to be included of machinery purchased or machinery cost. Total of machinery cost in this stem 1,82,500, 1,60,000 plus 7,500 plus 15,000. That is the amount of machinery purchase for capital expenditure 1,82,500. But it was sold for taka 1,95,000, more than the cost. That is the amount is profit. From your childhood, you are well known. Profit is equal to what? Sales minus cost. So in this problem, profit is equal to capital receipt minus capital expenditure. So capital receipt is for taka 1,95,000, that is machinery sold, minus capital expenditure, total amount of cost of machinery 1,82,500. That is the amount of profit 12,500. So in this requirement question is, what is the amount of capital receipt? That is the amount of 1,95,000, that is machinery sold, and capital income, that is the amount of profit on sale of machinery taka 12,500. I think you have understood in the solution of creative question number 2 and matched the answer with my speech correctly. Okay, dear students, now we can go to the next one. That is the creative question number 3. Just I read it. Mr. Nazim operates a restaurant at Tura in Dhaka, name of Castle 3-star. Few transactions of his students in is mentioned below. Serial 1. Utensils purchased for taka 80,000. Decoration cost of restaurant taka 20,000. Publicity expenses of restaurant taka 3,000. Repairing expenses of delivery van taka 1,000. Bill realized for arranging a birthday party in restaurant taka 22,000. New compressor purchase for old refrigerator taka 8,000. Employee salary paid taka 9,000. Receipt from customer taka 25,000 for providing service. Restaurant rent paid taka 5,000. And last one, Almira bought taka 25,000. But from this system, you have to require for solution 3 questions. Number 1, what is the total amount of revenue incomes? Second one, what is the total amount of revenue expenditure? Third one, what is the total amount of capital expenditure? Now, take your copy and solve the questions of creative question number 3. Just I am helping you for solving this question. Okay, you can go to the next page for my slide. Requirement A. The total amount of revenue income is shown below using a statement. This statement has already shown in several times in any requirement. 4 columns are available in this statement: date or serial number, transactions, amount taka detail, amount taka total. Okay, revenue income. From this stem, you can take revenue income. Revenue income, this is the recurring income and the regular basis income of any businessman. Restaurant business is one kind of service providing organization or an institution or shop. So, revenue income for this restaurant, serial number 5, Bill realized for arranging a birthday party in restaurant taka 22,000. Another one, serial 8, receipt for providing service taka 25,000. Total amount of revenue income of this restaurant taka 47,000. Just write in your copy attentively and correctly. I think you have written in your copy the requirement A, that is question number 3. Now, we can go to the next page for requirement B. Requirement B, what is the amount of revenue expenditure of this restaurant? So you can write in this way: the total amount of revenue expenditure is shown below using a statement. What is the amount of revenue expenditure? From the rules of capital and revenue transactions, you have already seen in the lecture number 1 for capital and revenue transactions. There is the chapter number 4. Revenue expenditure is recurring expenditure and regular expenditure and a small amount of money related to this expense. So you can write from this system of creative question number 3. Revenue expenditure, serial number 3, publicity expense of restaurant taka 3,000. Repairing expenses of delivery van taka 1,000. Employee salary paid taka 9,000. Rent paid for restaurant taka 50,000. 4 items are related to revenue expenditure in this problem or in this question. So total amount of revenue expenditures is taka 63,000. Dear learners, I think you have understood for finding out the revenue expenditure. It is very easy way to find out the revenue expenditure, revenue income, capital expenditure, capital receipt. Okay, write in your copy and correctly Now you can go to requirement C, where I am finding out the capital expenditure. Capital expenditure you are seeing in the screen in the same format we have followed for finding out the amount of capital expenditure in this chapter. So you can write in your copy in this way: the total amount of capital expenditure is shown below using a statement. Okay, which items are related to capital expenditure in this question? Serial number 1, utensils purchased, taka 80,000. Second one, decoration material purchased for restaurant, taka 20,000. Number 6, serial, new compressor purchased for old refrigerator, taka 8,000. And serial number 10, that is the last one, almirah purchased, values of taka 25,000. Total amount of capital expenditure in this question, 1,33,000. Okay, dear boys and girls, write in your copy incorrectly, attentively. Now we can go to the next question, question number 4. This question only for you, for homework. You have to solve it in your home and solve the correct question from the rules of regulation of capital and revenue transactions in the right way. If you are not understood, that you have to take the rules from lesson number 1 for capital and revenue transactions, that is chapter number 4. This chapter is very easy and easiest of other chapters. Okay, now you can write in your copy for homework creative question number 4 and creative question number 5 from your textbook. Creative question number 5, just I'm giving you for helping, for supporting, for solving this question. Requirement A, determine the total amount of capital transactions. Requirement A, capital transaction. How is it answered? It can be answered very easily by any student, because capital transactions are two types: capital expenditure and capital receipt. In this question, capital transactions are related the date May 7, decoration cost of shop, taka 1 lakh, and May 20, a freezer purchased for shop. Freezer purchased for shop, taka 45,000. Total amount of capital transaction in this question, 1,45,000. Another question, requirement B, revenue expenditure. what is the total amount of revenue expenditure, that is the recurring expenditure or regular expenses. Just I can help you for solving this question at home. Revenue expenditure, May 4, goods purchased on credit. May 10, carries expenses taka 1,500. May 15, discount allowed taka 700. May 22, electricity bill paid taka 1,200. These items are related to revenue expenditures. Okay, now you can go to this requirement C. What is the total amount of revenue income? That is, this amount are related to recurring, regular, or a small amount of money related to these transactions. So you can write in your copy in revenue income for the amount May 12, goods sold taka 18,000. May 16, goods sold on credit taka 22,000. May 25, commission receipt taka 3,000. May 30, dividend receipt taka 2,000. Okay, dear students, I have already told the answer of creative question number 5. So you can write your copy for homework number 4 and 5 only. You have to solve the question number 4 in yourself. I hope you can solve it. Thanks for being today, dear students. I hope you are fine. I am also fine. Stay home, be safe. By the grace of Almighty Allah. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.